Thank you, Vincent, for sharing with every one of us. Now, I believe, every one of us, the whole session, you already know the why, where, what, when, and how, all right? So please, since you have all these elements, please remember to share around to let others benefit from today's Jeunesse Universities. Always remember, sharing is love. That's very important, yeah? So next up, let us welcome our Vice President of Global Field Development, Lucy West, to give us insights and great tips on how to become a successful global entrepreneur. Please welcome Lucy West.
Congratulations to all our loyal and dedicated APAC distributors. Thank you so much for inviting me to speak today. And I wish so badly that I could be there in person and meet with you and hear your stories personally and watch all the leaders talk, but it is what it is. And right now I'm standing in our global headquarters, and our thoughts are all with all of you who are gathered at the university, and for those of you that are watching globally as well. So I really have a message for you today, and that is to absorb as much information as possible. So think of why you attended this university. Was it to connect again? Was it how to learn how to reach a new rank? Was it how to increase your earnings or help build new ranks in your organization, get back on track? Or was it just participate and share your leadership strengths or meet with your team? Whatever it was, don't turn the page and ignore what you learned. Successful leaders in Jeunesse have not walked an easy path, especially these last 2 years. They've had highs and they've had lows. The businesses have grown, and some of them have even come to a grinding halt. However, they've continued to build and support their team. And new growth, they know the new growth is just around the next corner. 2020 and 2021 has been challenging times for all of us around the world. However, with every challenge comes great opportunity. We have the best home-based business in the world. No one can fire you or let you go. You can work as little or as much as you want. You are in complete control of your success. So with this new way of working with Zooms and occasionally meeting new people, you need to get creative. Recently, I was in Panama, and a double diamond was sharing at a Sapphire Leadership Retreat a slide on how he presents the business to his team. And the slide was he took the salary in his country of lawyers and doctors and teachers, even pharmacists, and he put them up on the screen. And he said, this is what they make annually. And he goes, and this is what a Sapphire 25, who qualifies each month with the 25 cycles, which is like $12,000 a year, or a Sapphire 50 and a Sapphire Elite makes with Jeunesse. And he wasn't selling diamond and rubies and emeralds. That's there. He was selling someone how instead of working 12 hours a day, you could get a Jeunesse business and you could work it maybe 6 or 7 hours a day. As long as you work your Jeunesse business every day, you are going to grow. So it's so important that I thought, how creative was that? And we know we can talk about cycles because we know a cycle is equal to $35. So also think outside of the box and think, what do I have to build with? We have in America, and I'm pretty sure I've heard from Singapore and other places like that, you have cooking shows where you give this chef 3 or 4 ingredients and they have to create this incredible meal. And these chefs have no idea what ingredients they're going to get, and suddenly that's what they have to cook with. Well, it's a little bit like that in our industry. When the world changes, you don't have what you had before to work with. You might only have 12 things that you can work with instead of 24 things. And these are like your ingredients, and that's what you learn to cook with. And you have to be flexible, and you have to be willing to get creative, because we know that people have been successful and they have grown in this last year. We've seen new rubies, new emeralds, new diamonds. We've been recognizing them all over the world. I know this month in November, With the double rewards that you have running, people have programmed that new ranks are going to happen in their organization. So if you are leaders and you're sitting there, and I consider people who are sapphires at the sapphire level to be leaders because you've got at least 12 executives underneath you. And if one of those 12 executives does not want to build a business, you will need to go out and find a new executive. But when you run a promotion, find out who wants to run with you, who wants to grow, and what are their specific goals, and then you chart it and you make it happen. All the tools are there in the J office and the back office. And again, these are the ingredients you have to work with this month. So take a look, become an expert chef, and make it happen. And go out and take everything that you learn from this university, from all of the amazing talks that happen from the leaders here, and listen to it and take some of it and put it into action. If you heard 12 important suggestions, take 2 or 3 of them and try them out and make them happen. Start coaching your team 2 or 3 times a week. I guarantee, just like I said before, success and growth is just around the next corner. It could be tomorrow, it could be next week, it could be the end of the month, but it is there and it's up to you to make it happen. So please be a successful student, review your notes, share with your team, use 1 or 2 of the new strategies, set goals, plan what you're going to do to accomplish them over the next months or until the next event. And of course, teach your team to do the same and know that you are not alone. All the distributors all around the world are going through what you're going through, and they're figuring out how to make it successful. And the ones that figure it out the fastest are the ones that are going to see the most success. So thank you so much for inviting me to be a part of your university. We care very deeply, can't wait to get out there, hug you guys, see you again, come over and do strategies, build new ideas and promotions with all of you, and that will happen. So keep going and keep growing. And from all of us here and Global Headquarters, thank you so much, and have a great university, and take this to the streets and make it happen. Thank you.